right, welcome everybody to our January edition of Behind the Lines. We got a full house today, as always. Yes. I'm John Turner, joined by Brian Clark, our CEO. David Kilpatrick behind the scenes there, making us all look good, and we've got some special guests that we're going to talk to, Tasha Carter and Dillon Beard. They are our first FASTnet employees.
Yes, and they have done an excellent job.
An excellent job
off the ground.
Because again, I know we've talked about this, but when you really think about what we've done in the last 6 months and really in the last 4 or 5 months, we have built an entire internet company from the ground up.
Yes, we didn't even start construction till October.
That's right.
Signed the first people up in December. Man, we have been flying. But
yes.
We've been doing it the right way, and people are happy along the way thanks to these two folks.
That's right, these two folks. So before we get to know y'all a little better and to thank y'all for the great job we're doing, let's look at some of the numbers. You know, in the last 6 months, starting from nothing, we've hung almost 2 million feet of fiber, which is amazing. We've passed 680 homes, roughly, and we've hooked up
73 customers as of today.
So, and that's probably a terrific place to start. Dillon, you are our fiber tech. That's right. And so you are kind of responsible for installations and drops and all that stuff, how it gets to the house.
That's correct.
You know, how many are we doing a day now? What are we looking like out there?
We're getting somewhere between 5 and 7 home installs a day. So
that's fantastic, and hopefully we'll keep that up and even bolster that to some degree.
Yes. To get a little background on Dillon, Dillon had 7 years of experience in the telecom world before he came to work for us. He's been a big asset to understanding fiber because we've been very proficient in the electric side. We've done it as a group for 80 years. But we didn't know much about fiber and broadband. So Dillon came in on the ground floor and he's taught us a lot. Thank you, Dillon.
Right.
Boy, he sure has. And of course, you know, with those customers wanting to get hooked up, wanting to know when we're going to get to them, that's Tasha's job. She's our very first customer representative there, and so she is sort of the focal point of all of our customer discussions, signing people up and all that. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your background, Tasha?
Well, I've been with Ford County going on 9 years, and now I'm the FASTnet customer service representative. What I enjoy doing, helping customer getting internet into unserved areas.
And you're doing a terrific job.
Thank you.
You are, and what people don't know about Tasha is he spent years in management on the IT side of things
Yes,
before
sir.
she came to work at Ford County, continued in customer service and IT at Ford County. And Tasha, I hadn't told you this, but I've come around the corner and heard you talking to customers, and you just have a great voice. You've done an excellent job
Thank
talking
you.
to our customers. So
I
thank you.
enjoy talking to them.
Yes, ma'am.
There are some happy individuals to be receiving internet. That's something that they never thought they would ever have.
Yes, ma'am. More to come, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And really, what you two have really mastered that I've seen since we've started this is because we're new and because we've never done this before, and most of us don't have the experience in this business. Y'all have been really terrific in handling the things that kind of go sideways, because you're always going to have something like that. You're always going to have issues as you go forward because it's new, and you know, people are excited and they want things to be you know, the way they want them, and they want it now, and you know, so you guys do a really nice job of managing expectations, because we can't hook everybody up at the same time. That's probably the biggest thing, right? That everybody wants to be now, and it just can't happen that way.
We have a lot of customers that they're very patient, and they're understanding as far as they understand that this is new for us and we have some hiccups, but they call in, they're still happy. So that's a great thing.
Because we've made it it is our goal to make sure that you get served the best you possibly can. You're going to walk away happy no matter what the issue is.
That's correct.
That's correct.
And I know both of you guys have done a terrific job of making that happen. So.
Thank you.
Y'all just hang on. We got a lot more to go.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's right.
A lot
So,
of work to do.
I do have one more question before we let you guys go.
Okay.
I'd like to know from both of y'all, you know, what made y'all want to step out into this? Because this is an unknown, and you know, you're out there by yourself. You know, you're the very first and you're the only of your job in this brand new company. Tasha, what made you decide to come aboard?
Well, one is learning broadband. That was a new field for me. But also I enjoy helping people and knowing that we're going into unserved areas. that's a really helping people out. Myself, I'm in an unserved area, so I know how they feel, and I know when they got it how happy they are, because I'm just as happy.
That's right. Dillon?
Yeah, and like Brian said, I've been doing this for about 7 years, and this is just a great opportunity, and Fort County is a great company to be a part of, and just what we're doing, rural rural broadband, and getting this out here to where nobody else is probably going to get it is awesome. I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Y'all two have been the tip of the spear. We pointed the spear, and y'all flew with the spear. And it takes a village to raise a child, just like it does in broadband. So the rest of the 4 county families behind you, we've leaned on them in several instances to help you, and we're gonna do this together and move forward.
Good job.
Yeah, just want to thank y'all so much for the job you do, and look forward to bringing this out to the entire service territory. So thank y'all very much. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Did you know that trees and tree branches are one of the leading causes of power outages? That's why Fort County's right-of-way program is hard at work, trimming and cutting trees, not only to help prevent outages, but to make it safer and faster to restore outages when they do occur. When Fort County is trimming in your area, you'll be alerted by an automated call, and you'll be contacted before we do any work at your home or business. We're working hard to keep the lights on and our members satisfied. Visit our website, email us at tree@fortcounty.org, or call 1-800-431-1544 for more information.
All right, we're back. And
Amen.
I apologize. I've got foggy glasses, but that's kind of life these days, so I'm used to it, and I hope it doesn't distract anybody else. We just got finished talking about how exciting things are going on with the broadband. Talked to Dillon and Tasha, but we've got some really exciting news to go along with that.
Yeah, we've been holding this one close to our chest for a while. We've known it's been out there, but for legally we couldn't say. And John, it is a great feeling to have the great news that we're fixing to share. So I'll just open the door in the fact that 4 County, the board members at 4 County, our consultants at Stewart Irby have all worked very hard. We have applied for grants and RDOF funding. As you already know, we were awarded $6 million from the state of Mississippi, and the legislatures thanked them. That really got us started in the broadband. But we have officially been awarded a little over $35 million to build out broadband to multiple areas within our service territory. That will be paid out over 10 years, but I think it's a great way to say that for a lot of the membership that wants broadband, hang on, we're coming.
That's right. And to your credit, as we got into broadband, one of the biggest things that slowed us down, that made us deliberate in our planning, was the fact that this was going to be a very, very expensive proposition for us, somewhere north of $100 million, 110, somewhere in that area.
Yes.
And you were very adamant, and the board was very adamant, that if we were going to do this, we needed to make sure it was at the least possible impact to 4 County ratepayers.
Yeah.
And part of that was making sure that we got as much outside funding as we could. So we couldn't talk about RDOF, which is that Rural Digital Opportunity Fund money that the FCC put up for auction this fall, but we did go out there. We didn't talk about it. We weren't allowed to talk about it. And we got a really good amount of money. So combined with the CARES Act, that's probably a third of our anticipated cost.
Yeah, that's a very good point, John. I think the biggest thing that'll get you in trouble in most businesses, whether it's a not-for-profit like us or in your family, is finances, right? So you have to always exhibit your fiduciary duty in anything you do. And we were very concerned about the risk. I think this takes a lot of the risk away in terms of the financial side, and we feel a lot better about it. We prayed multiple times going into this that God would open and shut doors along the way to lead us down the path, and He's done that. I think doors were opened in the terms of additional grant and funding that really greased the wheels for us to do this. And look, the 70 some odd people we've already hooked up, we're hooking up more daily. They love it. I mean, they're tickled to death. They're happy. And we're going to be offering phone service in the near future, in the next few months, to go along with it. We're just blessed, John, and we're glad that we can continue to be a part of this, to extend the mission statement we already have, and improving the quality of life of all those that we touch. it just feels good to be part of something good, John.
It does, and I can't tell everybody out there how exciting it was when Brian announced to the executive staff what we had gotten. We were hoping for a certain amount, and that $35 million just really blew us away as far as what we got, and it was very exciting when we heard that amount, because we knew this is going to make a huge impact, and we are going to be able to bring fiber to the entire service territory.
Yes.
So we're excited to continue that. In fact, so that's our next steps. We're doing some planning right now to kind of figure out what that build out looks like.
Yes, we're working on the strategy now. Our goal in the very near future is when you call in and want to know at what point you can get it, we will have a definite answer, a time frame, fall of 2023, summer of 2024, to give you a timeline of what we're looking at and how long it's going to take us to get there.
That's right. And so we just ask folks to be patient, because not everybody can be first.
That's right.
Somebody's got to be last. And when we come up with this plan, it will be the one that makes the most sense financially and geographically and logistically for trying to serve 49,000 some accounts in 5,000 plus miles of line.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going good guns. I mean, you heard those numbers earlier, so it should not, we're going to do everything we can to get it to you as quickly as possible.
Yes. So we talked earlier in the earlier segment about it takes a village to raise a child. You have very talented employees that work at 4 County Electric Power Association and 4 County FASTnet. Several are in this room. David Kilpatrick running the cameras, John Turner from the marketing side, very creative man. John's done a lot of good things in terms of marketing this and logos. But all of the employees at 4 County are behind this. We're going to provide the same level of customer service you're used to getting on the electric side. I'm just proud to be a part of this team and realize that all the employees are such a great asset.
Amen.
And I think that's what's made us successful, John.
I think that's exactly right. I think it's that spirit that we bring, that experience that we bring, and the commitment to service from the electric side is going to continue right on through.
So I can't say thank you enough to the employees, the board of directors for supporting us, and Stuart Irby, the consultants in the fiber broadband world. We could not have done it without them. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a terrific ride, and we're really looking forward to that next chapter. Yeah. And for those of you who want to keep up with that, fastnet.com is our website. You can go in there and check and see if your address is eligible, what stage it's in. And then, as Brian said, as we get those plans and those timetables, that map and those the website will reflect that. So you can go and check and see when you might expect internet service on there. So very excited about what's coming up. We got a few more things to talk about, 4 County related. When we come back, let's take a quick break.
Thank you, John.
Our members overwhelmingly say that 4 County Electric Power is a name they can always trust. That trust isn't something you can buy. It has to be earned. With respect, dependability, sincerity, honesty, integrity, and service. We say thank you to the men and women of 4 County who earn our members' trust each and every day. We are proud of them and proud to serve our member owners.
All right, we're back to wrap things up. Just have a couple of things we want to talk about. First and foremost, it's that time of year again. We're getting into the meat of winter, and that's always a time of year when folks' bills go up. And a lot of times there's that misconception that we raise rates in wintertime, but that's not it at all. Folks are just using more power.
That's right.
And you see that use, it goes up when you have the extreme temperatures, and more use equals higher bills.
That's
and
right.
It's an unfortunate thing, but everybody's still getting that COVID credit. So there's about 2% coming off your bill, whatever you use, which is nice.
And I know it may be construed as small, but it just shows that we're trying to do everything we can, along with TBA.
That's right.
To help the communities that we serve. And, we are typically January peaking month, meaning that we use most of our demand and energy in January. And you'll see that at your house.
That's right.
That thermostat never shuts off at my house when it's this cold.
No, and folks forget, too, that even if you put your thermostat down some when you leave the house, the thermostat doesn't know that you're not there, and it's going to run because it gets cold. And that every time it runs, it uses power, and that power goes on the bill, and it goes up. So just be patient in the wintertime. If you go back and you can do this online, you can set up an online account, or we can print out this information for you. But you can see those yearly cycles, and most everybody looks about the same every year. So,
just John, I hope you never lose your hair, but if you do, you're going to have to crank the heat up a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, I already have to crank the heat up anyway because of my wife. So I'm used to those cold weather higher bills. But again, so if you want to sort of get ahead of that stuff, we've got alerts and reminders you can sign up for. You can, an online account. Get us your email address so we can email things to you. This podcast, as a matter of fact, we try to email out information every month. And so if you've got an email address out there that needs to be updated, give us a call and update
please
that.
Update email addresses and phone numbers. It goes a long way in storm restoration.
That's right. So take care of that. And then I think the last thing we want to talk about today was reminding folks that the annual meeting is coming up in June. It seems far away, but it's not that far away.
That's right.
And last year we had to do it all online.
Yeah.
We were kind of kicking around some ideas that might let folks be able to participate in person. And we'll be planning that over the next couple of months, and we'll let y'all know as soon as we kind of figure something out. But we really want to get back to being able to see some people, but we want to do it safely and healthily and follow all the COVID rules. So we're working on that. Hopefully we'll have something to announce here in the next month or two.
The way time's flying, June will be here quick.
Boy, it will. And hopefully we'll have a whole bunch of people hooked up on the internet at that time.
We will.
So I think that's it for us for January. Anything else you want to say?
No. Thank y'all for everything you do. Stay safe, and we love you.
All right. We'll see you next month. Thank you.